think the confidence one is a really big one. And look, I'm 49 this year. I've now got to a point where I don't worry as much about making mistakes. I don't worry as much about, what people think of me. And I think that particularly on social media and the forums, there can be some pretty bad behaviour, which I think is really unfortunate. And I think I've certainly got caught up in some pretty nasty stuff. Been trolled by a whole bunch of people for a whole bunch of different reasons. People in the industry, which is
I'm hearing you.
What I've really learned through that process is I really don't give a toss what someone else thinks of me. I've got an idea of the way I believe a practice should be run. It's only my idea. I'm more than happy to share what that is. If someone doesn't agree with me, I don't care. If they want to carry on an argument about it, I just disengage and get on with what I'm doing. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I've got a successful practice. I work essentially 3 days a week. I've got a pretty good life. I've worked really hard for it, but anyone that wants to have a crack at me these days, I just kind of go, whatever.
Yeah. I do know the feeling. There's a few of us out there that have been trolled in our times.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing with trolling, or where you feel uncomfortable in an uncomfortable space in social media. That's when you somebody had put a post yesterday saying that the post was something about I've had enough, and I just private messaged to them and said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah,
because it's mental health. It's men's mental health right now as well. So if you do see that kind of stuff out there, people who are watching and listening to this, and you know the person, sometimes it's just worthy to come in there and say, "Look, I've got your back." If you just want someone to talk to, or just to spray a few of the naughty words that we don't say out in public, if you just want to dump it, then you have a safe space to dump. So just recognise that you can help your mates out there.
Absolutely. And look, times when I've been copping a heap of flack, the amount of people that I don't, I've never even met before that have, contacted me in some way, shape or form and said, just checking you're okay, don't take it personally. It's, it is really bad behaviour, because the problem with social media is you do start to kind of question yourself, and that's essentially gaslighting. When someone starts messing with your head, that's gaslighting. And so I really urge any practitioner that finds themselves in that situation, just disengage with the person. I've blocked people because I'm just not interested in having the conversation anymore. Or alternatively, I've said to people, look, I'm more than happy to continue this conversation, but if you continue in the vein that you're taking, I'm just not going to respond to anything else you say. And essentially, what you do is you watch that person hang themselves and show themselves up for who they are.